Hi everyone, it's Tara. I'm back with another video, and yes, the iris love continues. So I wanted to show you some of my uh, newish iris perfumes, and I'll start off with this. This is a kind of like a cheapie. This is the French House of Courage, and Courage is a fashion line. I think they were really popular in the 1970s, and yeah, so they also make perfumes, but the perfume's not really well known in America. And yeah, I think I had a Courage perfume like a long time ago, but I can't remember what it was called or anything like that. But this one is called La Fille de l'air, and then meaning like girl of the airy girl or fairy girl or something like that. But anyways, it's the iris one of this series. I think these are a series of kind of like light and airy perfumes. And this is the bottle. The inside of the box is lilac colored. And this is the cool bottle. Isn't that nice? Yeah, so this is the Courage symbol. You may have seen it. It's like a really like kind of like 70s kind of bohemian or a 70s edged or 60s edge like fashion house. And this is they're kind of known for this type of silhouette with the round ball up here and this minimal design. But it's really like fresh looking. And I have to say that when I first got this and sprayed it on, I really hated it. It's to me, but the reason why is because it kind of smells like very chemically. And I was expecting an iris, like a heavy, not a heavy iris, but an airy, like kind of powdery, ethereal iris. But this has a lot of neroli in it. So if you like neroli and iris, but more neroli, then you might like this. However, the weird thing is, even though I didn't like it at first, I couldn't stop spraying it on myself. So for like the last week, I've worn it like 3 times. Have you seen I made a little dent in it? So, and I sprayed a lot of time. Each time I used it, I sprayed like more and more each time. And I've taken to liking it a little bit. However, if you're looking for like an iris, really iris-centric perfume, this is not it. I think the reason why I'm doing it is because like it's kind of quirky. It smells very chemically, but it's like very neroli based. So it's like a aroma chemical neroli. It is light, airy, and kind of like smells like ozone air. You know what I mean? Like if you're like not flying, but if you have the car window down and or you have the a convertible and the air that hits you in the face, it kind of feels like it takes your breath away, and it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like thin and kind of ozonic smelling. Yeah, so that's what it smells like. It smells kind of like peppy in a way, if you don't think too much about it. If you spray it on yourself and you're just walking around, then it feels like kind of peppy. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like $42, and I'm glad that I don't have to like get rid of it. This will be like one of those like easy spray things when I'm in the mood. But yeah, there's no need to rush out and get it. It's just kind of like, it's a weird little thing. It's a weird metallic ozonic like neroli. Very, very, there's not much that I would consider like iris in that it's not that powdery. It's not oracey, waxy, or anything like that. Yeah. So 42 bucks. I'm not going to kill myself over it. But these other two are like going to be like really good. And these are kind of like starting to become my favorites. This one is a well-known one. This brand, Olfactive Studios, and this is Irish Shot. So this is like, I guess Iris shot. This is like shot of a photograph, but then when you see the bottle, you'll know why it's called Iris shot in a different type of way. So this is like a very strong perfume. It's like an extrait de parfum, so it's quite strong and very well packaged. So it comes in a very substantial, heavyweight box, and that opens up on the bottom like this with a magnetic flap. It's very beautiful. And it opens up like this. Isn't that cool? It also has, oops, sorry about that. It has like this beautiful Irish photograph picture over here. It's like set inside the box and it can be taken out. It's like set inside these like picture holders, like corner holders, tabs. And it's in this cool like cushioned box. So let's see, let me get it out. So it looks like this. I really like the packaging. I like the presentation, especially like how when you open up the box, there's this beautiful like iris picture there. And yeah, and it's a lovely, lovely perfume. So I got this off of FragranceNet for a good discount. It was like $160. I think it retails for like $200 or something like that. I forget, but that's good. So I've been hearing a lot of people talking about this brand, and not especially this perfume, but the Violet Shot has been on many influencers, and I was just very curious about it. So when I read the notes, it has like yeah, it has like carrot, and I think it has like a whole bunch of other stuff. But what I really like about it is that it has like a waxy iris, but it also has like a slightly sweet note without being gourmand. And it's also nice and strong. It lasts like a good long time. And it's like, this is not a bright, powdery iris. Yes, there's powder. Yes, there's all the floralness that you associate it with iris, but it also has a lot of like character. And yeah, this is a strong iris. I'm very happy to have it. And this is Iris Shot. I also want to get my hands on the Violet Shot as well. I think they only have like 3 or 4 left, so I don't know. I was trying to budget, but maybe next month I'll get the Violet Shot because I also really like iris as well. And I'm really glad that I got this. So I had tried others from this brand. I had tried Still Life in Rio and some other ones. And while I thought they were really nice before, they didn't really stand out in my mind. But as I am a big iris aficionado, I'm always glad to get like good iris ones like this. So I missed out on one iris one called Cornaline by, I think it's Antoine de Le Breton. I had been wanting to buy it. I had sampled it from several years ago from like Lucky Scents, and I thought I still had time, but then when I went on to look for it, I can't find it anymore. So I like compensate myself by buying this instead. The other one that I really like, and I was kind of surprised at, this one is like a total blind buy. This is by a Dutch perfume house called Atelier Bloem. And as you know, the Netherlands is famous for their flower market. They don't just grow like tulips, they grow all types of other flowers. They're super famous for that. So this perfume line, and this perfume is an homage to the Netherlands like flower growing prowess. And this is like a really great one. So this one, it has a top note of cardamom. So I really love cardamom. It's like a round, slightly camphoric, like slightly sweet spice. It's cooling spice, not the spicy spice, you know, the hot spice. So I really like it because it adds an alluring like roundness and sweetness, but not gourmand, and kind of like a camphoric, slightly camphoric, to floral notes. So the top notes: cardamom, rainforest orchid, and violet flower. So I really like that because violet flower, they put it in with like iris a lot, because violet flower offers like a dewy freshness, like a slightly blue or purple dewiness, like that, like, you know, offsets the starchiness of the iris. So it makes it less waxy, less stodgy. It introduces like a freshness to it, like an innocence, I think. That's really good. And I don't know what rainforest orchid is. I mean, usually when I hear about orchid, I think like it's like one of these, it's something akin to like vanilla, you know what I mean? Because vanilla is an orchid, and the most like perfumes that use orchid, it's like very heady and seductive, you know. So yeah, so basically rainforest orchid must be a little bit more fresh, probably, because I imagine like orchids are being constantly drenched by rain in the middle of the rainforest. The middle notes are of iris petals, star jasmine, pimento blossom. Note that didn't say pimento, which is a type of pepper, I think, and rose from grass. So it continues with the sort of fresh, like dewy, like middle notes, with the petals, jar jasmine, pimento blossom. So there is a spiciness to this. It's not like it's not like really like, the spice is slightly spicy and it's slightly dark, but it's not like something that you can really hold on to, like not, it doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? It's not like cloves. It's not harsh like that. It's like very slightly spicy. And there's also a little bit of fruitiness to this too, but I wouldn't, it's not the type of, it's probably from the rose of grass, because rose sometimes has a slightly peachy, slightly lemony note, edge to it, you know, especially the fresh ones from like grass. But that's it. It's not like a full-blown fruit. So I really like this. And a dry down of iris wood, vetiver, tonka bean, and musk. So it is slightly powdery from the tonka bean and slightly rich and sweet from that. But the iris wood is really intriguing note. So iris is kind of like powdery and starchy. When you compound it into if you make it into a wood, it's kind of like you're having a starchy wood that's kind of like cashmere feeling, you know, like a soft wood, kind of like akin to sandalwood, but less amberic is how I imagine like iris wood to be, you know what I mean? So it's really cool because, and this is the bottle right here. It's just like very minimal. I imagine like, but it has like rounded corners on the edge, so it's really cool. I like that, and it's very heavy too. So basically, I like this a lot. This costs like $81.68 because of tax, and it also has like it has iris in the middle, and it also has iris in the dry down, and then in the top it has violet flower. So I really, really like this. I think it's a steal, $81.68 for a really well-composed, like thoughtful, well-composed iris. It's not gonna, this is not like gonna be your partier or, you know, any of these. It's not like a fruity floral. It's very contemplative. So if you don't like quiet perfumes, or you don't like subtle perfumes, then this might not be for you. But if you love iris and you don't want to have to spend a lot of money on the super expensive orris butters or anything like that, but you still want something like interesting, you know, not, it's not the same old, you can try this out. It's under $100 and it's 100 mils. So I got this on FragranceNet. But yeah, so now I'm intrigued, and now I want to you know, try out more from this line, the Atelier Bloom. yeah, so hope you're having a good day, and yeah, let me know if you guys are doing or trying anything interesting. Iris is like one of the notes that I have the most perfumes on in my collection. And I had been trying um my sample of the Iris, what was that? Iris Torrefier by Guerlain, because someone had, so there was rumors that the Iris Torrefier might be like leaving the collection, might be discontinued. So I got a sense of FOMO, and I went and hunted up my sample of the Iris Torrefier to smell it. And I'm just contemplating whether I should get it or not. I don't know. So the Torrefier is what is the what happens when coffee bean roasters, what they do is they burn a thin layer of sugar onto the coffee beans to try to improve the flavor or something like that. And it's, the process is called torrefication, sorry. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so that's where that comes from. It does smell like burnt sugar coffee beans. But the thing is, that goes away really fast, thank God, because I really don't enjoy that part of it. But I do like the whole perfume as a whole. I don't in particular enjoy that burnt coffee thing, but it's just part of the transition. So the problem with that perfume is that even though I really enjoy the whole perfume, it dries down to like a slightly sweet. There is something in it. I forget what note. It smells really good, but it doesn't last that long. But it lingers. It has like a really clean, lingering like smell that smells good. Like your clothes the next day, it smells slightly sweet, slightly mysterious. It smells good. So I don't know if it's worth it. But then if it's leaving, then I don't know. I might regret not having it. So there's that. So I might think about in 2 months, if I'm still thinking about it and if there's still any around, I might spring for it. Yeah, I know, I realized that I could have like not bought like these 3 and gotten that one instead, probably. But I don't regret these whatsoever. These are like really good additions to my collection, and I'll be wearing them like heavily on heavy rotation for this upcoming in the future. Yeah. But I've been wearing them now. I've been trying to get myself not to keep spraying all of these 3 perfumes like in the same rotation for the last like 3 weeks. But anyways, have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.